Hello, Bill Molyneux here, and I'm in Mathews, Virginia for my wargaming videos and my history videos. And we're outside of the Gypsy wagon with Goober the Traveling Bear, and we have been told that they got in some vintage toy soldiers. So let's go in and see what they have. Oh my gosh, Goober, what did we find here at the Gypsy wagon? A whole mess of MPC and who knows what else is in this bag. Well, we'll open it up and go through it for all our viewers. Hello everyone. Well, we are home from our sack of stuff we bought at the Gypsy wagon here in Mathews, Virginia. Now, I didn't get to look at this stuff really close. The very nice ladies there who have purchased several things now. We're just going to open up this bag and pour it out and see what we have. And they purchase things from estates sales and things like that. And this is about the fourth time now I've purchased product, or whatever you want to call it, from the Gypsy wagon here in Mathews, Virginia. Wow. And I really didn't look at anything. It was all in a big basket. And I told them to just go ahead and put it in a sack. All right, let's see what we have. All right, to the Nottingham, Maryland Wargaming Group. Let's start off. We'll lay some of this stuff out and go from there. I think these are tents. Got another tent. Battery G, 4th U.S. Artillery. Now this is MPC stuff. And let's see, we'll widen out the angle. We have some trucks here. We have a couple tires. A lot of this seems to be missing its wheels. Now, what I could use a lot of this for is wreckage material. We have a turret. Now, here we have one of the Marks Panther tanks. All right. They're a little odd in the scale size. Got another tent. Another Jeep without wheels. Boy, we sure have a lot of vehicles without wheels. We found another turret. Now here we have a Marks car. These things are really sort of cool. However, it's been damaged. It has shell holes in it. What this could be used for is I could repaint this and make it as a wrecked vehicle and put cotton and flames around the tracks here where the wheels would be, and use this as a damaged vehicle just for the battlefield. So a very good find. These are actually quite expensive anymore. What else do we have? Well, this can definitely be used as an Amtrak. Not quite an Amtrak, but it could be used as one. Very close. All right. We have another one. And my buddy Derek of the Chuckleheads. Derek, if you see something here you really want, and I got this whole batch for $10 from the Gypsy wagon. This is about my fourth purchase from them. They get estate sales stuff. And I think this is called a weasel. Leave a comment if this is a weasel. I think it is. And somewhere we have a cannon. I don't know where this goes. And then we have some kind of a Marks cabin here. All right. And now we have a bag of figures. I'm going to pause the camera and clean the table out a little bit for that. All right, well, we have one tire. Now we're going to open up this bag. Now, as you're watching this video, remember, you are actually helping to raise money for the Weiss Fork Battlefield. What a batch of stuff this is. All right. Well, right off the bat, these are the rubber Jeeps from the 50s. These actually are pretty cool. Relatively rare in this time period now. I mean, these things are almost 80 years old. We got two of them. They're the rubbery plastic. We'll set them to the side. Now, we are talking about these trucks and vehicles all missing wheels. Well, let me tell you, it really looks like we have wheels here. If anything, I probably can get a couple of these vehicles up with wheels. So the Gypsy wagon ladies did a really good for me here. I have no idea what this is. I wouldn't be surprised at some kind of missile launcher. It looks like there would have been wheels here. And maybe it went on that weasel. All right. Well, look at this. We got another wheel and more turrets for those tanks. Now this, I think, is a Chieftain tank, but I found no chassis for one. Another windshield for one of the Jeeps. And I think that's the windshield that's missing for the Weasel. Now, let me see about closing this in for our video. We got another wheel. Man, I think all the wheels, for the most part, are here. Now, as far as figure-wise, this is a rubbery plastic figure. No marking, and I do not recognize him. And I believe that's like 60 millimeter. There is a large assortment of figures in here. MPC figures with the ring hands. I do not recognize this GI at all. Stabbing with a bayonet. It's very cool. No markings on him whatsoever. I'd definitely send him off to Jim Shaw to get painted. We have some Marks figures. Here's a figure I do not recognize with a BAR. And it is really detailed. Does anyone recognize what manufacturer he is? Because he's definitely not a figure I've seen before. All right, we have more 60 millimeter figures. We got some Marks, more 60 millimeter. Some of these figures are pretty unique. I really do a lot with 54s. I mean, this is a Marks figure from the Battleground set. But there's some unique figures in here I've never seen before. I've never seen this figure. It's more of a 60 millimeter. And MPC. Now this figure here is carrying a Korean War era bazooka. Very cool. So I'll definitely be sending him off to Jim Shaw. And here we have another Marks figure with the flamethrower. Now this figure here, he's carrying a BAR. Has anyone seen him before? So in this sack, there is some really unique plastic figures in here. The 60 millimeter guys are really interesting. Well, I got all this for for $10 from the Gypsy wagon. We're 17 with the building. And I gotta say, a lot of unique figures in here that can be used. Now, I do 54 millimeter that you all know. But this is just a little thrift store in Mathews, Virginia. And they've been really nice at the Gypsy wagon to look out for figures for me. Well, I'm going to say this is a pretty good haul. And there are some really unique Korean War era figures. And some figures I've never seen before in this scale. Especially that American figure is wearing a Marine fatigue hat. I mean, very unique. And, you know, he's got a sniper rifle. Well, I think I did great. And to the Chucklehead Wargaming group, if you want one of these MPC tanks, let me know. You could use them for a futuristic game. Derek, Kevin, Walt, Mike. And I'm going to close this out with stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and check out your local thrift store near you. You never know what you might be able to find.